most of the households, housing wealth accounts for the greatest share of their assets. And also, if we take the aggregate level data, the personal consumption data also accounts for more than 2/3 of the growth of the GDP in the United States. It's not very hard to see these synchronized movements between house price appreciation rates and also personal consumption expenditure growth rates. Basically, there are 3 hypotheses. So hypothesis 1, when house price increases, your perceived housing wealth increases too, and that stimulates your consumption behaviors. Hypothesis 2, when your house price increases, you tend to borrow against the increasing home equity to fuel your consumption. Hypothesis 3 is there's actually no causal relationship between the two. It is actually the common factors such as the factors impact on your permanent income expectations that drives both your house price and also your consumption behaviors. So under the buffer stock hypothesis, there is an equilibrium or target wealth to permanent income ratio. Here we call it A star. So in terms of the pure wealth effect, which is the hypothesis 1, there's no solid theoretical underpinnings to predict that people will actually act out of their perceived housing wealth. The baseline model here, we start from OLLS, that is consistent with the previous literature. And then we add state and year fixed effect to the OLLS regression, treat that as the baseline model. We go to the fixed effect model where we add the household fixed effect to better control for the unobservables. It's interesting that financial wealth and family income holds constant over time, so they remain significant under both the OLLS regression and fixed effect regression. Even if under fixed effect, we're better controlling for the unobserved factors at the household level, our results may still be biased due to the failure of controlling the expected income. So it's actually your expectations drive the difference here, drives the deviation of your perceived expected house price growth rates from the fundamental house price appreciation rates. And the difference slightly drives the consumption in those subcategories such as clothing and recreation. Another way to interpret the results of the non-significant housing wealth impact is we can treat this quality adjusted HPI as a better instrument than what Cooper used in his paper.
So I find the most interesting part is the result shows it's a deviation between the perceived house value appreciation and the real price appreciation, drive the small marginal propensity of consumption out of the house wealth in the short run, which will disappear in the long run.